it looks like we're live. Hello, hello, hello. Bill,
And well, I should probably have maybe a different hat on here.
why? Spam is your trademark.
Well, maybe not for this channel.
Oh, for your new channel. I was gonna say, are you gonna wear jewelry?
No, but I might wear that priest shirt.
No,
Yeah.
I
'Cause
like the Hawaiian shirt.
well, I'll wear the wine shirt today.
Okay,
Tomorrow I get my haircut anyway, so I would be going back to looking like a bald guy.
awesome. Good for you. Uh,
Yeah.
it's incredible.
Yeah.
I am very, very excited about today. I had so much fun designing our thumbnail. Hey Ange, welcome. Good to see you.
It seems like I just saw her about 12 hours ago.
Oh, really? Well, yeah, I worked on that thumbnail. I poured my heart and soul into it. I wanted it to be just right. I really wanted to give you, hi, Justine. Hi, welcome. I wanted to give you a warm, warm welcome to your new tarot channel.
Yeah.
So friends, if you didn't know, Bill, you loved the thumbnail was so good. It was so much fun. I was
Yeah.
telling Bill I took like 1,000 pictures of the Scrabble tiles. But yeah, that was so much fun. And I really just wanted to give him a warm welcome to his new channel. I didn't have the bottle of champagne, but I said, well, we could
My
break you in.
channel is just about 2 weeks old. I'm working off of a brand new deck that I got. I would broke down.
Oh, you had a keyword deck.
Yeah, but
Now
this
you
one
have now you have two.
I have multiple keyword decks. This one's smaller.
Okay, which one you using today? Let's use one of your new ones. Use your birthday deck.
This is a new deck.
No, the birthday deck.
This is the brand new one. This is new. This is a birthday deck.
No, the birthday deck I got too.
Yeah, I know. It's over. It's over there. I don't want to be diving through the manual, so I don't.
The manual. Okay, we'll practice then. We'll practice.
This one is. This one is. So this I got this one for. And I have it. I have an entire deck that I lost too. I've been
How can
looking for
that
that.
be? Hey Anna, welcome.
Yeah, I don't know. I looked everywhere for it. I lost an entire deck, and I don't know where I
Oh,
put it. So
it'll
I just
turn
think,
up when you least expect it.
yeah, because you see, I was thinking about what I was thinking about was getting a second one of those so I could turn it into a keyword deck,
Mm-hmm.
writing on it.
Najit, thank you
Yeah,
for your question and welcome. Bill and I do not read on third party energy, but if you have a question about yourself, we're happy to do the reading.
I think he wants to know when they will get married.
Mm-hmm.
But then that's like a yes or no question, or
Yeah, like, will they get together? Will their future be perfect? When will they? That's a lot of questions. Delphine, love card. So is this for you or for friends of yours? Najit
what it
or
is that when you look at that question is that you can answer that question without even drawing a card because if nobody's future is perfect, and especially you talk about a marriage. Marriages
okay.
aren't, marriages aren't perfect, and the only way they become perfect is
Yes.
you spend forward like 50 years and you go through everything and you think, oh, you stick together with the guy even though they were a drug addict or whatever, or and then eventually they burn their anger out and you look back, oh, it wasn't so bad. 50 years went by really fast. I
It's
didn't
not
die.
always like that, Bill. Where's your glass of wine? You need to relax.
I have some Diet Coke.
Ooh, that's nice. Okay. All right. So yeah, Najee, we don't read on Friends, but we can read for you if you would like. Najee,
Mhm.
where are you located? Where are you located? Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here, friends. Thank you for sharing space with us. I have a couple of new decks on the table, and then, of course, I
Well,
have my regulars.
I do have a new deck on my table too. I have it's this one called "What's Blocking You." It is a
Ooh,
specific
I like that deck.
that I think I've used it once or twice. It's not thoroughly suffered, but it has that my favorite card in it. Love sucks.
Oh my God, Bill, put that away. Najit. Najee is interested in knowing about their sister and boyfriend. Najee is from India. Najee, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pull a card for you. And this is going to be the question. What can I do to help my sister and her boyfriend have a positive relationship together? How can I support my sister in her relationship? Can you do that, Bill?
Okay, let me write it down.
Okay.
I will. The cards that flew out of the deck weren't ones that I'm not gonna. This is okay.
Okay.
Again, I'm sorry. Let me put these away because I got too much stuff on the table.
That's okay. That's okay. So you have your notebook?
My notebook and the
You
question is,
know, I'm so darn silly. I thought to myself, I'm gonna be like Ange and I'm gonna keep a notebook on my table and a pen, and now I'm looking around and it's gone.
I got the question. What can she?
Okay. What can Najee do to support their sister in the relationship? You're the same way, Anna. I know. Like I think I'm gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna plan ahead. I'm gonna have everything set up, and then when push comes to shove, nothing is ready.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to do. I'm not going to use this deck. I don't think that's the right question here.
Notes all over. Oh, so you're the post-it note variety. Ooh, that's a perfect deck.
I have
Yes,
this deck. I do have
that's
birthday here. I got two birthday decks here. And
awesome. I think that's a great deck for this question.
you think so? Where? But this is more like a where are they at? I don't
Okay,
think. I don't think really that's a. That's how I'm kind of using that one. That's a where are you at kind of a question.
I see. Okay, well, you choose the deck that you feel resonates with you most. I already have a deck I'm shuffling. Actually, in all fairness, we really can use one deck for every single question that we get. We can. We just don't want to. We want variety.
Um, I'm going to use my crossword.
Oh, that's perfect. Okay.
I'm going to get a word there, and I might. I'm going to probably go pull a phrase out of my missile,
Okay. All
and
right. Najee, I'm going to read for you. Let's clear the energy. All right, my friend. So I pulled a card for you. This is the King of Swords. So this is what I would say, this is an archetype that stands in their truth, right? They're very smart, intelligent, strategic. Hey, Ravneet. Hello. Very intelligent and strategic thinkers, and they don't play around, they don't mince their words, they say what they need to say. And so what I'm getting here is that, a lot of times in relationship, we tend to lose ourselves to the emotions of things. So perhaps the best way that you could support your sister is to maybe be this energy for her, right? Be the voice of reason. Help her kind of separate emotions from factual thoughts, and planning stages for next steps. So that is going to be my advice for you. You are going to have to help your sister kind of stand tall and speak her truth. And the we all have the wisdom within us, right? But sometimes when our emotions are at play, it can kind of get in the way from us seeing clearly and making objective decisions. So I think that's where you're going to come in. And this is how you can best help your sister, and I wish them all the best. Hopefully that is helpful to you. If you're still there, please let me know so that, okay, perfect. Thank you, Najit. Thank you for letting us read for you today. And Bill will also provide a reading for you here shortly. And I want to say, as a side note, I think that's really special that you are loving and supporting your sister and really wanting to see her happy and successful. So it's nice to help look out for family and help take care of them. I believe Bill is going to be using an oracle deck today. And, for any new friends in the chat, this is a deck that Bill created. Bill uses a lot of different styles of divination, tarot, and oracle, but also bibliomancy. And he has quite a few oracle decks that he has put together himself. I'm very happy to be here with him today. I was not able to join him last week, and we had to reschedule, but all is well. And it's been a very good day, and I'm looking forward to sharing this space with you all. The lovely Ravneet, are you working on your study? I have not had a chance to work on it today. I will a little bit later, though.
Okay, so what I got is the word trust. So
What was
you
the
need
word?
trust. That
Trust.
you need to trust them that they're making the right choice.
Mm.
You need to be in touch with your emotions, dream with them, be with them, support their dreams, be in touch with your emotions, and but to above all, trust that they know what they're doing, that they know what they're doing. And so that you can celebrate the severity in this situation and celebrate that they trust that they will manifest the best relationship situation for them in this situation. And that you should have confidence in their love for one another. And that is what I got for you.
Wow, that's beautiful. I love that. So yeah, basically, I mean, Bill and I are up for the challenge. We can take any question and reformat it and provide some kind of insight, advice, whatever,
I can
um,
do everything. Let me just see if I get a single random number,
ooh,
what it correlates to.
all all
And
right.
so this would be a single number, and the number that came up is 7, 10, 16, 17. 1 plus 7 is 8, and that is the other number that I got. 8.
8.
8.
Mm,
When I opened the page number in my missile, it the number boiled down to the number 8, and I gave you a that was the number of abundance, prosperity, and a manifestation that you
beautiful.
can use. So that was a correlation of a number 8.
Hmm.
Number 8
Yes.
came here multiple times.
I love that.
If you were
I
to
saw the
think
little hearts floating. Thank you so much, friends. Please remember to like and subscribe Bill's new channel. This is the channel that we're using today. It's all linked down below. Now, Najit has asked a follow up question. Can you tell me my future accomplishments? Well, what I can tell you is that I am not a fortune teller, right? I don't see the future. All I can do is tap into your energy and kind of provide a little bit of guidance and next steps for you in the area that you're looking for. But
hmm,
that is just my style of reading. There are, some people that are gifted in other ways, and you're more than welcome to, check one of them out. But that is not my reading style. I read um from a point of helping to empower you to become your best self. Awesome. Now,
maybe it would be the question should is what skill or energy should Najit develop?
Najit, let me ask you, are you a student or are you working? Are you employed? Ooh, Revneet loves your shirt, Bill. I told you. No costume changes.
Well, I'm not doing a costume change now, but you will do costumes.
If you're wearing a costume, you have to tell me in advance so I could wear one too. All right, Najit is a student, so that is helpful. We can maybe provide some guidance into,
But
you know,
I suspect that probably what are you studying, Najit?
that's a great question.
So maybe what you're studying is what you should be looking for your future accomplishments and how you dream. And so whereas if we just go back to what we got in your previous reading, there was even though it was about your sister's relationship, but the word dream came up in conjunction
Mm-hmm.
to you and manifestation. And so the number 8 and the word dream, and then that you need to spend time thinking about and trying to but you're doing this through your studies, and you're not doing it in a sort of an ethereal way where you think you can dream your life into existence. You can dream your life through work and through working towards a goal or whatnot. And so, for as far as what you will accomplish in the future, that really depends on the opportunities that will come your way when you finish being a student. And so, right now, you as a student, that is what you are doing, and so you have to really, you you know, so if you want to create your future in a different ways, then if you have opportunities
Mm.
do internships or to apprentice with other people who do the thing that you're thinking about doing is to take those opportunities and do that. And
Najee, let me ask you, what are you studying? And here's why I ask, because I find a lot of times when we're students and we get to that point, we want to become independent, we want to pursue the things that we are passionate about or that excite us. But sometimes we are also dealing with our expectations from family members, maybe parents or grandparents that are wanting a different path for you. And so it could be possible that you might be studying something that you don't really have an interest in. So
and
I'm
so
just curious what it is that you are studying.
what I got for you just now when I pulled a card was that worrying. I got the Nine of Swords, and that worrying about your future accomplishments and everything is not going to do you a damn bit of good.
Mm,
And so you are it'll put you into a place to where you will get bound up and won't be able to accomplish anything at all, and maybe not even because you'll be too worried about being successful and or failure and success in the present time. And so you in some senses you really don't have too much control over what you're going to be doing in 10 years from now, because you know I myself would have never imagined anything that I would have done looking forward, because when I was a student and my my late teens, childhood years, and everything, I envisioned myself that I was going to be a college professor. From the time of age 12, I was going to be a college professor, and I worked to try to do that, but it didn't happen. That didn't happen at all.
mm,
All my dreams and everything just evaporated, and then I kind of wandered around in the dark for like 10 years, but then I would just be taking whatever opportunity would come across, but I never really got that career type of job, and that never happened for me. And,
mm-hmm,
and so you can think, you wonder what you're going to accomplish in the future. You really have don't know, because unless you're like connected in a family, and they know what's going to happen. Your dad was a this or a that, and then you're
mm,
going to get into this business, and you're going to be a carpenter just like your dad was. Well, that's that then you do have some certainty, but what your individual accomplishments is of that, that's all up to you, because anything that is given, you can take those skills that you have within yourself in order to be the best that you can be. And
mm-hmm,
if I were to like give another story for you, Najit, and I can talk about a relative of mine who wanted to be a great business person, but the fact is he didn't have any of those business skills, and he spent his entire life thinking and dreaming about being a big business person. But instead of having like his older brother, who is you know who's like worth $1 or $2 billion, and has sold businesses, and is a top notch salesperson. His father was one of the best uh, salespersons in the United States, a top sales in his field of what he sold. And his dad was like a very super successful. His older brother super successful, and he wanted to be super successful, but he wasn't that type of person because he was a worker bee,
mm,
and he didn't accept the fact that he was very. I mean, he's very good at helping people, very good at being a person to in within his knowledge set. He's very, very good, but he's not a business person. And so not everybody, and so that guy, that's what I'm. So he had an idea of what he wanted to do, but it never happened. It just never happened. And instead
Mhm.
of like, now granted, sometimes people want to do that, but if you want to be a business person, but you also want to go home at 5 o'clock, turn on the TV and crack open a beer, it's never going to happen for you because a business person is someone who, when 5 o'clock comes around, well, you may still be working on that project 5 o'clock in the morning and not get any sleep at all. And or you might be working 16 hours a day, 7 days a week for years on end. And because my father was a businessman, and that's exactly what he did.
Mm.
And he was a business person, and that's what she does. We work a lot, and not and so but that's just for people who are business people. And that kind of an example, you can become these things that you want to do, but you have to put a hell of a lot of effort and into those things. So I don't you're planning on to be civil services, and you want to all be a YouTuber. And so probably, the civil services, being a government worker and so forth. Those are good ambitions, and so you just got to put your mind to those kinds of things.
That's actually a good segue. I pulled a card as well. And it's interesting, Najit. I have the King of Coins. And remember, the previous card that I pulled for you was King of Swords. So this card tells me that you will be successful in what you do. But if you think about what this energy means, this is very slow, steady energy, and everything is done with intention. It takes time to achieve the various goals that you have set out for yourself, right? So this is saying, you really have to kind of uh put everything you've got into what you're doing in order to achieve that success. This speaks to financial success possibly, right? But it all depends if you are putting the work in, putting the effort in. All your current resources, all your time have to go towards this in order for you to see that success. So twice now I've gotten this king energy for you. That speaks to leadership and really taking charge of your life, strategizing, and being really mature about the choices and decisions that you are making. So hopefully that helps. Hi, Sheena. Hi, and welcome. Happy to see you. And Revni is here, and she loves the personal stories bill. She shared that in the chat. She's gonna be leaving soon to go on her walk, which I always commend her because she puts her health and wellness first always. So I'm happy to hear that, and hopefully when you get back from your walk, we will still be here once your kitty cat wakes up. Yeah, Sheena, thank you for being here. And
So
Najee, hopefully that was helpful. Let us know.
this is your future. It's in your hand.
Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, you painted that. I haven't had a chance to watch that video. So for any new friends in the chat, this is my friend Bill. And Bill has an awesome channel and recently created this new channel for tarot and divination and all the things. So hopefully, if this content resonates with you, if you could give us a thumbs up, a subscribe. That really helps small channels like ours, and we really appreciate you. And for anyone coming in, if you have any questions or you would like for Bill and I to read for you, please let us know. Drop your question into the chat. Yes,
And
I agree. Revneet says the painting came out great.
yeah, and so when I hit 50 subs on this new channel, then I can live stream on my telephone just like I do on my other channel. And
Hmm.
and the other one is like, I mean, like what, 2,300 watch hours I think on it.
Oh, you're getting close.
Yeah, 2,300 watt. And this one is at 10 watch hours.
Okay,
Uh,
not bad.
brand
But you know what? You have a lot of deck flip throughs on your channel, and I like that they don't take a lot of time.
Yeah.
That you could watch them and enjoy them. I like your creativity when you are cutting your videos and doing the editing. Uh,
Hmm.
I have been enjoying that. So
Yeah,
yes.
I miss the old style of video editing when had a you had two kit TVs, and then you had a controller where you could hand control, and you could just advance that VHS tape slowly. So we were video editing on VHS because I used to do it that way on VHS for
Mm.
for cable access TV. And okay, so what we got? Sheena Beats. Does she have a question here?
Well, we have so okay, so my friend Gypsy JJ is here. Hello and welcome. Oh, and Maria's here too. Hello, hello. Thank you for being here. And then what was the other thing I was gonna say? I lost my chat, so let me reopen that.
And
I lost my I keep the chat open separately so that I could keep track.
I see.
All right. So what I wanted to share is Najit says, "Thank you for this. This is exactly what I needed. I am working on becoming a magistrate, and you can only become a magistrate if you pass the Indian UPSC civil services exam. So thank you." You know
Yeah,
what? You are welcome, and I wish you all the best. This is very exciting. So I hope and actually you are armed with everything that you have. Everything that you need is inside of you. So trust that. That was a word that came up when Bill was reading earlier. Trust that
trust,
you have what you need.
trust, and you dream, and then
Mm-hmm.
also, then eventually, when you pass that test, you might do some sailing
Mm.
in the future. But maybe this is much later on. Once you get past the probationary period, and then making sure that you don't make any super big mistakes that land you in the slammer or something like that.
Yeah.
You know,
Sheena says she loves the pictures, and Bill paints these on his channel. He paints them live.
on the other hand,
Yes, he paints them live. So thank you. And then I wanted to address a question. So Sheena asks, can you just be open without a specific question? Just be open to what is being read, or do you need a specific question? So that's what I would consider like a general reading, and we can do a general reading for you if you like. Now, if you
that's
have an area, a general reading about love, a general reading about work, a general reading about family. We can do that as well. But if you just want to keep it general, we can do that for you.
that's for who, Sheena?
That was Sheena that asked that. Yeah. Maria is here. Anna, thank you so much. You're always so nice to everybody in the chat. Thank you.
Well,
And
for Winds of Reflection, I did create a deck. This is a deck that I created.
yes, Bill likes to create decks. They're awesome.
My losing lottery tickets. Every single one of these I paid $3 or $5 for, and I lost
Is that
on
the most expensive Oracle deck you ever bought?
what was that? Yeah, yeah,
Is
probably
it the
most expensive one. Yeah,
Oh
each,
my god.
each card costs between $3 and $5 each. You know.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm. Yes. So yeah, Sheena, do you want us to read for you? We're happy to.
I think that's what she wants. Yeah.
Yeah. And Gypsy JJ, how have you been? I'm so happy to see you. Ah, Bill, you're still a winner, she says.
Yeah.
All right, Revney, enjoy your walk. Bye. Okay, so Sheena is open, just a general reading. General reading.
Okay.
See what comes up. All right. Hmm. Ooh. All right, Sheena. I shall read for you, and that gives Bill a little bit of time to finish fleshing out his reading. Oh, you like the DJ? I purchased that deck, and the creator uh, found out that I was doing that, and they left me a comment. So that was really cool. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Oh, trying to keep it fun. Okay, Sheena. So there's a theme here. I pulled two cards for you and a charm. And there's a theme of juggling, balance, keeping things in order. Maybe you're doing some introspection. It looks like you're seeking ways to try to find maybe the time or the energy to keep all the balls in the air, keep everything going, keep everything moving. And that could be challenging, right? Because a lot of times we have tons of things going on at once. We're trying to juggle. Sometimes we drop a ball. That happens. But I do see that as a theme for you. The first card that I pulled is Justice. And I love this card. I'm going to try and get close here. Hopefully without it being too blurry, but you could see she looks like a sleuth, and she has her little magnifying glass, and it's like she's searching for clues. And the justice card sometimes, it could speak to balance, or things being off balance or rebalancing things, but also there's just so many different ways that we could look at this card. This is also like the ripple effect, right? When we make the choice that we're going to do one thing, that usually means that we have to say no to something else that is probably still important that we need to get done. And so for me, it feels like you're kind of looking for a way to create that sense of balance for yourself. And in addition to this, I pulled the Two of pentacles. Well, in this deck, it's called coins, two of coins, right? Another card. This is another card of balancing, and you can see she's on a skateboard. Her stuff is flying all over the place. Her money and CDs, her purse, wallet, like everything just flying all over the place. And a lot of times, this is what happens. We're juggling. We're in the zone, right? It might seem chaotic to other people, but we know where everything is and we know what order we need to do the things that we need to do. And we just keep it going. And what happens when someone stops you in the middle of your train of thought? And then all of a sudden you're like, shoot, what was I doing? And then you start all over and you realize, crap, did I ever do that one thing that I was supposed to do? Like, I forgot about that. So I do see this as being maybe a point of contention for you, kind of trying to find a way to bring more balance. And I really feel this one here. You're looking for a way to do everything and be successful. And the reason I say that is I pulled a charm for you, and I'm going to show you. This is the mirror. And a lot of times this comes up when we're doing self reflection, when we're taking a long, hard look at ourselves, how we spend our time, how we balance things, what we're getting done, where we're putting our energy at. So for me, it seems like you're doing some of that work right now and you're trying to find a way to keep it going. And sometimes that could be exhausting. Exhausting. So, I'll say with this coins energy here, make sure that you give yourself time for grounding and centering yourself in order to keep everything moving without getting too ahead of yourself. So that's what I'm going to share with you. Hopefully, some of that resonates in some sense. Thank you so much for being here. And hopefully, you'll consider liking and subscribing to our channels. And we appreciate you. Bill,
Okay, I'm not quite done.
that's okay. Take your time. I will chat with the chatters.
What I
And
did is,
uh-huh.
well, so what I got for you is initially, let's see, we take the number 5, which is mean challenge,
Mm,
challenge,
mm-hmm.
challenge. And then the words that I got for you from my Scrabble tiles were go, gob, and zoo. And so if you look at zoo, you're looking at chaos. And because your life maybe right now everything is um is like a zoo, but then you have this need that you need to just go, 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 and you got gobs of stuff to do, and it's maybe you're kind of overwhelmed by all of this stuff that's going on in your life. And then and I looked in a sense of in here, the message is you really need to you need a renewal. You need to be in a place of renewal and coming and to assess all this stuff that's going on in your life and see what it is that you need to do, because that zoo is clouding your judgment from being able to um and being able to do anything. So you kind of felt like your life is in a place of chaos. And then I haven't really divined with this one, but I came up on the passage of Revelation 11:7. But mainly what that is about is also about chaos. So I'm having the the numbers or the words that keep coming through here is it's challenge, it's chaos, and a need for renewal. And so you have gobs of stuff to do. And then maybe another word that might pop out is the word boo, as in things may seem kind of scary right now. you're being kind of scared because it's like there's so much going on. And so then your your the word that I'm coming for you with a number that I'm going to just take these all these numbers and add them up together, and I'll give you a number to concentrate on, and give you an angel number to look at. And 5 plus 8 plus 4 plus 6. So we got 5 plus 8 plus 4 plus 6. That's 10, 18, 19, 20, 23. It's 5 again. So I get the number 5 twice. And so the angel number that you might spend time thinking about is angel number 555. 555. And so within this, it's change, challenge, and freedom. Those are the kinds of words to think about: change, challenge, and freedom. And so if you look at change, and that change to a renewal, so to escape any sense of chaos that you may have in your life, it's just about spending time in reflection, spending time alone in reflection to find that seed, apple, that apple that's in this moment that will propel you into the next thing that is going on. And that's kind of what I got with all of these things. Apple, like that apple on the tree, and you are going to eat this apple, and the one that's going to cast you out of the garden and into a whole new life. I don't
So
know.
I don't know if you saw in the chat. So let me go up a little bit here. Uh, so first she said that 5 was her Indian gram number, but then she said that she said that wrong. She said it makes sense. I know what I need to do, but I'm staying in my comfort spot, which isn't good for me. And then we have Sook joining us in the chat. Hello, Sook, and welcome. I saw that you have a question. We're going to be reading for inner knowing. And then after that, we're happy to read for you as well. So Sheena put the number 18 in the chat. And then she says, thank you. 555 makes sense. Alone in nature is my reflection time, and I was thinking when you said 18, well, 8 and 1 is 9, and that's the hermit. And she says, alone in nature is my
10, 18. The hermit. Yeah, yeah. 9 is the hermit. 9 usually. Um, yeah. I guess I could just see. I will go into this oracle and pull you. Oh, my mute's not on. Maybe your mute is on.
there it is. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to pull one of these cards for you.
Oh, okay, sounds good.
One of these Mary Mother oracles. I still need to do the cards are still sticky, so I can't really shuffle a sticky deck of cards.
Are you soaping those
No, that's
or the dryer sheet?
I haven't really done that for a while. I mean
I
that
have a
that
deck similar. That's Blue Angel. And it finally did fix itself over time, but I just sat with it at night when I was watching TV. And I would just shuffle, 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 and eventually it broke in. Hi, Wilfred. Hi, nice to see you.
Yeah, well, I think that more likely is I get a deck like that, and then I'll go to the review page and give it a 1 star because I have to do something with it. I paid all that money for it, and I have to do something for it, and I'll give them a very negative review. Okay, so this is the card, a Mary Mother card that I pulled,
Mm,
and what it says is to cleanse oneself spiritually is to immerse oneself in the sanctuary of divine connection and sacred presence.
mm.
This deepens the grip of our attachment to emotional pain and strengthens our ability to be emotional, authentic without becoming so overwhelmed by our suffering that we act out and betray our core values or disengage from our spiritual connection. Know that you can process any emotion with dignity and grace.
Beautiful.
There we go. And
Love
this
it.
one is interesting because there's no other individual with the Mary. It's just the Mary all on her own.
Hi, Miss Tarot D.
Hi, Carol
Hi
D.
there.
All right, and one more, and then do I need to? Yeah, okay. I got.
Are you okay?
I'm okay.
All right. So we were gonna read for so hold on. So Sheena, her battery was running low, so she's gonna juice up and come back.
Okay.
And we were gonna read for Inner Knowing 221.
Inner knowing.
And as a side note, she mentioned I love the Mother Mary Oracle.
Okay.
Yeah. So, all right. So Anna asked her question. I'm looking, looking, looking. Where did it go? Okay. So she says, I want a date. I want a date. When can we be together? Thank you.
She wants to date with what?
So I believe that, okay, Gypsy JJ, correct me if I am wrong. I believe that she is seeing someone and maybe they're away. Maybe they've been apart for a little while,
Okay.
for work reasons.
Hmm.
So it sounds like she is missing her special someone. So Gypsy JJ, tell me if that is right, and then we'll go ahead and read for you.
Is inner knowing and Gypsy JJ
Yes.
different people?
No, the same. Sorry.
So I need to. So right now I got like a little bit of a zoo going on.
That's okay. Well, you
So
can.
so with my little zoo going on, that's backwards. So I got like inner knowing, and so what you need to tell me specifically who's next and what's the question?
Yeah, so that's the question. What I just finished telling you, she said, yes, that's true.
I did.
Yes,
So
so she wants to go on a date. When can they be together? When can they be together?
that's Anna wants a date.
No, that is inner knowing 221.
Okay, that's what I
Yes.
wanted to know.
The reason was that she mentioned she wanted a reading, so Anna asked her, put your question in the chat. So she replied to Anna, Anna, I want to go on a date.
Okay, so inner knowing, she wants to go on a date.
Mm-hmm. Ah, Sheena says, that was me. I was the zoo.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, Anna
All right.
sub to
So,
you. Your subs are growing.
thank you.
All right, there's the question, Bill. Do you see it? I want a date. When will we together again?
Okay, no.
You did a great job, Anna. Don't you worry, my dear. see Ange. Uh, so she's explaining. So inner knowing does not want to date Anna.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I think I got it. I got it. I got it. Okay. I'm going to.
Wasm.
Okay. So that's the. Let's see. I'm gonna say this.
Ooh, I love the dice. The spam is frying.
Fine. So this question is just. This is a win question. The time. So
Timing.
is this in months or in days?
Well, if we wanted to experiment with timing, we can say if we pull a card, if it's swords, it's gonna be quick,
Okay. If it's
right?
swords. Okay.
Then I think after swords is wands, right? So
Swords.
swords days, wands week, cups, I don't know, a month, and then pentacles a year.
Okay.
Timing. Oh, timing. Let's see. Trying to think. Do I have a deck that lends itself? I could pull out the Morgan's Tarot.
Okay. All right. We're just gonna pull a card out for when will inner knowing get the next romantic interlude? When will she have it? When romance? When? Hmm. Major Arcana cards.
Talk to the hand. That's what I got.
What if it's the Major Arcana card? What does that mean?
Ooh, you got a major? Pull it out.
Yeah.
What does it say?
It says maybe.
Maybe.
It's a Wheel of Fortune.
Oh, okay. So for me, like that Wheel of Fortune, things are changing. Everything is fluid, so it's not able to give you a specific time.
Yeah. So
Mm.
is
So maybe that's what the hand means. Maybe the hand means wait.
so
But if
it
you notice, the hand is wearing a ring.
yeah, so it's on the little side it says maybe this is up to fate. So you just spin
Ah,
the Wheel of Fortune.
that's awesome. That is awesome.
So it's a big old maybe. But
You
then we
got
got
a
the
you got
in
a maybe, and I got a pause.
hand,
Pause, wait, hand. But they're wearing a ring, so they haven't forgotten about you.
but it has the number 10 on it. And so 10, which
Mhm.
reduces down to 1, so it could be heading into a new thing.
Mhm.
10, which equals to 1. But tarot 10 is a complete thing. So it could be the end of the line.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah.
let me
I'm gonna
pull.
pull. I pulled the oracle, so I'm gonna pull a tarot card and see if I could confirm or deny. Let's see.
All right,
Spirit, a date, a date. Can we get a date? Can we get a date?
oh, 2 came out.
Oh, all right.
Mm,
I don't know that the time is gonna be right now because I also got a major. and I got
Mhm.
the death card. And
Uh-oh.
that's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It just means now is not the time.
Mhm.
That is what I'm getting. Now is not the time. And that's pretty straightforward, right? I got the hands, I got the card of endings and transitions, and then Bill got the card of change.
Mhm.
So I'm sorry we couldn't give you the answer you were hoping for, friends. Hang in there. Hmm. Hugs. Hugs. Okay, let me see.
What I essentially got was in here you need to amuse yourself.
Amuse?
Amuse. So you need to amuse yourself in this time.
She wants a second opinion.
Second opinion. Amuse yourself. And maybe,
Uh,
maybe go to a dance. Go to a dance. Maybe you can amuse yourself at a dance. Contra dance, those are fun. You don't have to necessarily have to hook up with anyone. You can dance with everyone there. That's great.
no, she has a steady person in her life.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
she has a steady person in her life, but they spend a lot of time away.
So
They spend
um, he's in his van down by the river. Is that what's going on?
he's a musician actually,
Oh,
yes.
yeah, musician in a van. And so while he's
Oh, I
away,
heard band.
I heard I got van. And so while he's away in his van, you gotta amuse yourself.
You got to keep yourself busy, my friend, and the time will
Yeah.
pass.
Yeah.
Now,
Oh,
the
and
next
then
time you want to be inspired, you know where to come.
you
Come see
also
me and Bill.
this great word that showed up because it's lawn. And so maybe it's time to mow your lawn.
Lawn. Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. Mow your lawn.
Hmm. Maybe.
All right. But
Awesome.
you
Okay.
like the
So,
Mary Mother Oracle, so I'll pull one card for you.
oh, awesome. Okay. All right.
You get a second opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A little encouragement from Mother Mary.
yeah.
Beautiful.
So you are looking at this one here, and it's got Mother Mary, and she's got her kid with her, kind of nurturing that along. So you're still nurturing your relationship along. Desires of the heart, we need patience and trust in divine timing. Understand that if our creation is birthed too soon or too late, there may be otherwise unnecessary difficulties. There is a natural timing to soul manifestation that we can trust, even if we can only grasp its goodness, grace, and genius in retrospect. Know that Mary Mother is safeguarding your process. And so this is you, and then this is your relationship, and you're just kind of nursing
Mm,
that thing.
nurturing. Oh, that's beautiful. I love that. Aw, so hopefully that's helpful. Big hug to you. Big hugs. Big hugs, my friend. All right, so after that we had Sachdev, but I don't know if they are still here. Suk, are you still here? Drop a comment in the chat if you're still here. Suk was looking for a job. So if you're still here, please let us know. And then Anna also has a question tonight. Um, okay. And let me see. Maria says when. When? What do you mean? When? When? I'm not sure. Okay, Sook may not be in the chat anymore. Mm, let's see.
So, who do we know who does have a question?
Anna, if I just left a comment here for Sook, and Sook is looking for employment. But if Sook is still not here, then Anna had a question. Excuse me. Anna wasn't sure how to word the question. So Anna, oh, Maria was replying to the date. Haha. I was gonna try and communicate with my dad. Oh, Anna, I feel like you know the answer to this question. I was going to try and communicate with my dad. Will he keep being a disappointment to our family?
Yeah.
All right, Anna.
I think the
For you, I'm going to use this oracle deck here, Morgan, because I feel like you need the truth. And the Morgan is the truth, and the Morgan will set you free. So
so
that's
the
what I'm going to go with.
is will when will my dad stop being a disappointment? Or
I think it sounds like she's deciding if she should try to communicate, like try again. You know, her and her dad have gone back and forth many times and it has not ended well. And so she's wondering if she should make another effort.
okay, to reconnect with my dad.
Yes.
So is this for Anna? Okay,
Anna.
Anna.
Beautiful Anna. I know that this is challenging for you because it's not easy when you want to have a connection and a relationship with someone and they do everything in their power to get in the way. So let's see if we can get an answer for you.
So maybe the question is, okay, I see that. I understand.
You understand?
I understand. I just like trying to phrase it because it is a difficult question to phrase. Because this sounds like it's a yes and no question, and um,
Well, do you want to use your deck with the keywords and see what you get?
yeah, I'll use that as a yes and no.
Okay. Um, all
But
right.
I'm gonna do the 3 card yes and no. So
Yep.
2 cards upright is a yes, and 2 cards, all three, upright. That I'm gonna do that yes and no.
Mm-hmm.
And I might also do I might also go to my major arcana deck and just to see as where they're at in this relationship.
You know, that's interesting, Bill, because earlier you showed that deck and she was like, I love that deck. So I
Okay,
think that might be a great idea.
I'm gonna do. I'm gonna rephrase the question. Is where is Anna at in her relationship with her dad?
Mm-hmm.
And so in this sense, she is the fool, and I am going to see where she is at on what card is on either side of the fool.
All right. So I've already pulled my card, Anna. This is from the Morgans. It's a dog eat dog food world. I think you get the gist of the energy here. Things just don't seem fair, do they? So I'm going to pull another card for you. Like we already get the energy. This is what you're hoping for with everything. Your biggest dream is to be able to um fix that, connect with him, maybe let bygones be bygones. But right now it's a dream. Oh, I mean, the card is telling you everything right. Awake. I'm almost taking this like wake up. I don't know that now is the time to try to reconnect with him. I don't know that enough has changed for you to make that attempt. And if we make the attempt in good faith with good intentions, but the other person is not ready, you will end up with the emotional backlash of that. So I'm gonna pause there and
Okay.
see, what Bill can share.
All right. Um, what I got is you are. This is you in the relationship. You're the fool, and you're going along. And this is what the star is. What's sitting in behind the star energy is where you is it's your backside. This is and so that is that sense of having all of that star energy flooding in you, and you are ready to go have that energy propel you forward and to propel you into what your next adventure is. But you're getting stopped by the death card.
Mm,
And so you're being essentially you're being shut down. And so your efforts to go forward into a rebirth are are sort of shut down in this now it is not to say that the next step is not possible. It just right now it's just not happening. And so I'm going to do this yes no spread, and just to see what the cards are, those three cards are, as far as yes no, should Anna try and connect to her father again? Yes or no? Should Anna try and connect to her father again? One from over here and then okay, let's see what it says. No,
yeah.
what I'm getting at is that no, these cards are still in their upright form, so this deck is not the right one to be asking that. But I did pull three cards, and every one of them had the number yes on them. And so maybe I don't know. I'm getting a conflicting thing here.
What do you mean, Bill?
Well, okay, all the cards that came up in this sense were all yes cards, but it looks as though you'll have to do a lot of work with this in a sense that there's going to be a lot of problems that'll be coming up in it. And in order to transition from the state of being, transitioning from that place of like your star energy pushing you forward into a rebirth energy, you have to cross over this you have to go and confront a lot of these problems, and then there's going to be a whole lot of work you got to do to hammer those things out. That's kind of what I'm getting, is that maybe you can do this, but you're going to have to do a lot of work that may not be all that comfortable for you. I don't know if that
Mm,
makes sense. And that,
yes.
you're going to just have to, you have the energy, the energy is behind you. You have that energy that's propelling you forward, and you have to like really rest in this. Oh, wait, I got to forget. I got to get the boobs out of there. Um, uh, uh, sorry. Forget. You
You
got the.
forgot to put her bra on.
I gotta. Yeah, I gotta cover up the boobs. Okay. So you got this energy of the stars, and you have to hold on to that energy because you're gonna be slammed up against this energy. But back over here, this is that. This is where. This is what the promise. This is that renewal or that sense of the sun's gonna come up on this thing,
Mm-hmm.
and so that transitioning from making that transitory journey from no relationship across the plane of death over into a place of sunrise, that this is all possible. It's all possible because
Mm-hmm.
maybe your dad secretly deep down wants a relationship too, but I think that he's putting all the work in your side. It's
I
all
don't
on.
know if you saw her comment in the chat that he has gifted the neighbors 50K but left nothing for his children. So it's just really tough. But Anna, I have an idea for you. Okay, you know Saturday is the full moon, and you know Ange and I always host the full moon release on the night of the full moon. So I scheduled that yesterday. Hopefully you saw the thumbnail. Here's my idea. Like perhaps you can take everything that you are wanting to say. Like let's say that today we pulled all the cards and they were like, yeah, do it, tell your dad, let's say that that happens. Sit down with a piece of paper and write down what you would say, how you would approach it, do the whole thing. Okay, and then you could put that into your intention for that night, right? I mean, you have things you want to release, that's fine. We will have the fire and we'll have the release ceremony, but there's also space for intention setting. So if you wanted to do that, that might be very healing for you, to yeah, yeah. Write it all down. Write it all down and keep it. Keep it as an intention.
Mm.
And maybe one day that's going to come true, or maybe one day you're going to realize that you need to burn it in the fire, right? Only you can decide that. But that might be a good exercise for you if we see you this Saturday.
So in rolling the dice, I came up with the number 10 twice, or 19. 1 plus 9 is 10, and so that boils down to a 1 0. So it looks as though maybe that, but that new thing may not be what you think it is. That's that's the thing is that new beginning here. It may not necessarily be what you think it is. And so,
Bill, I say this all the time. Sometimes sometimes people think that like they visualize these things happening, that like the grass is going to be so much greener on the other side, and then when you get what you wish for, you realize What was I thinking? So,
Mhm.
spend some more time thinking on that and meditating on that. And really
Mhm.
like open up your heart, invite spirit to come in, write that letter, right? And you know, hopefully you find that helpful.
Yeah. All right.
Yes, there's a birthday coming up. Ah, time is going by so quickly, but you know what? I
I
am
think
having the time of my life. I'm enjoying myself. I love hanging out with my friends, and I love sharing space with you.
we have time for one more question, and then I gotta like actually do the
Your-
stuff.
Do your thing. Okay. I don't know if there's anyone else in the chat that is asking that needs any questions, but I'll open it up. If there is anyone watching or lurking and you have a question that you want to ask, please drop it into the chat. Bill had 90 minutes available for us today because he has some important guests coming soon that he needs to prepare for. So,
So here is I drew a Mary Mother Oracle card for you, and this picture came. And so
ooh,
you have a heart that you're hanging on to, and it's just vibrant with love, and you have all this love that you are holding on to, and this, and so Our Lady is here to help you put the past, especially a painful past, to rest. Her heart is larger than any suffering or confusion. You can trust in her love to successfully guide you through this transition as she encourages you to step into a new path. You are entitled to learn and then be entitled entirely free from all that has been. Open your heart to a fresh start. So if you look at that transition here, going from one place to another, all that work that you got to put into it. And then there is the death card, the death of whatever this is, and then the opening into a new realm. And
yes,
that's
and that's the thing. Until you let go of that hope and that wishful thinking, you won't be able to experience your life the way that you were meant to experience. Um, Hello, Rochelle. Hi, and welcome. Thank you for being here. Birthday plans? No, we're going to have the full moon event on the night before, and I plan to sit with the fire with my glass of vino, and I don't know, have dinner with the family, a nice, quiet, peaceful day. I think you couldn't ask for more. So, yeah, those are my plans. Thank you for asking. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. All right, my friend Bill. I know you have to get going. I'm feeling energetic. I'm feeling energetic. So I'm going to stick around for a little bit longer just in case anyone drops in. And I wish you all the best with your company. Thank you so much for all of your flexibility. I appreciate you. And
a I can pull a general card out of my real life tarot deck.
ooh, I love that deck, please. I love
Yeah,
that deck.
maybe what we do is I pull a card for the comic relief
Yes. Yes, because
because
sometimes when we're dealing with heavy shit, we really, we do. We need to give ourselves something to just, laugh about. So, yes, let's ring the bell, clear the energy.
keep on thinking
Yes.
that when you do that thing that it's like the emergency thing going on. I mean, I think is the bomb coming in? Is that what's going on here? Is that
Ah.
I gotta stay tuned for the right
Here, I'll ring my other bell that I lost the pendulum for and it doesn't ring anymore.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go.
You're not kidding. You're a hot mess over there today.
Me?
It is a zoo. ZOO.
Zoo, yeah, a zoo. All right. So this
Yes.
is real life tarot deck, and we'll
Oh, I
see.
love that deck. Yes.
And that's also a birthday. So I used birthday decks today. All three of the decks I used were birthday decks.
I want to see you use the Anaturian deck.
Yeah, well, eventually I will. Eventually we will. Here we go. The velvet. Yeah, I get like. All right, let's see what the real life tarot has got. What story it has for us today. The real life tarot show here. Okay, we're gonna start here first with this card here. It's your project apartments. Now we're going to start our story here in this rundown apartment complex. And in the rundown apartment complex, Anna is going to go to Taco Bell, but she's going to go to Taco Bell. But at the doorstep, as she goes out of her house to go to the Taco Bell from her rundown apartment at the projects, she stumbles over a big bunch of boxes from Amazon. Jeff
Amazon.
Bezos has left you a big bunch of boxes on your front door. You don't really quite know what that is, but we're going to find out exactly what is in. These cards popped out.
What was in the
So,
box? I'm gonna pull a card from my Morgan because I think the Morgan and that deck would
zombie.
be
So,
best friends. The zombie.
while you were while you were opening those boxes at your front door, a zombie popped out. It's like a Jack in the Box. It was the biggest one there. Big old zombie popped out of the box, and it was like, give me brains, brains. I need some more brains, brains. All right. And then an alien came down to go fight that. It just popped out of the hole like it was the tomb of Christ. And what do you got for
Ooh,
you?
they have a message. This is the message. Can you see that? Do
I
not meddle. Do not meddle in the affairs of wizards, for they are subtle and quick to anger.
Yeah. Okay. So we got that, and then we got that metal in the
Hi,
fears of
Althea. Hi.
and crawling out of a hole in the wall like it was the tomb of Jesus. Right. All right. And then we got a little bit more to this story because I got 3 more minutes here. Oh, this card popped out, and somebody down at the bottom of that pile of packages, someone left a stinking pile of trash. And so you're thinking about, oh, I really want to go to Taco Bell, but now I got all this trash to clean up. You know, what I thought was a good bunch of packages was just this stinking pile of trash from that
Mm-hmm.
that damn alien who lived next door to you. And then here, let me see what's going to happen next in the story. Oh, we got two more.
Oh, Anna says
More.
she's gonna pick up the boxes and the bags.
Okay, and then what? A stroke of inspiration
Mm.
hit like like a something, a lightning bolt, a light bulb to the ear. And you thought, I gotta write that screenplay. I've always been thinking about doing.
Wait, what
You
is
know,
that?
it's a book, it's a screenplay. You gotta write that screenplay about the zombies and the trash and that alien popping out of that hole in the wall like it was the tomb of Jesus Christ. And then you got this list of things that popped up in your browsing history. It says picture of clowns, how to dispose of that noisy noisy brother. And then your discount MP4 rifle, the world's best beaches, pimple explosion videos just popping out all over the screen while you're brewing coffee. You're looking up how to brew coffee, the best way to make that coffee taste good. And where is Nagasaki? I don't know, but you find it out where Nagasaki is, and then find that high school classmate that threw a tomato at your car.
Oh, she says I just saw a video of that. A video of what?
Or
Nagasaki? Is that what you just said?
that brewing coffee or rapid DNA testing, because you never know that if you know about rapid,
This is central headquarters.
central headquarters, and you're then you start going on. Then you're going to ask the next question you ask in your browsing history was kittens playing the piano, which is very entertaining. I mean, I watched those kind of videos myself. And then the last one you're asking is, am I a MILF?
MILF? Is that what you just said?
Yeah. That was just what's there. That's in the card. That's all about your screenplay because you're looking up how to write that screenplay.
Mm-hmm.
All these wonderful things to write about, and that's what I got. And I'm gonna probably have to start making dinner and doing the
Aw.
things like mopping the floor.
Well, I am. Ooh, Karen is here. Hi,
Too.
Karen. Yeah, so okay, Bill. Well, thank you so much. I
Yeah,
hope you have a lovely evening. Enjoy your company. Thank you for
you're
spending time with me today.
welcome. Thank you for having me. And
My pleasure. My pleasure. Except I don't want to leave because all our friends are here. I was gonna make dinner too. Ooh, Maria, what are you making?
yeah, all right. Thank you very much for this opportunity, and for everyone who subbed on my new channel. Thank you very much. And then until next time, it's bye bye, and for her, it's still hello time.
Yes. Bye, Bill.
Bye.
All right, friends. Bill had to go, but that was a lot of fun, and I had missed him. We hadn't read together. I think it's been like 3 weeks. Yeah, I'm gonna hang out because I feel good. I haven't felt good like this in a long time, so I'm just gonna hang. I'm gonna hang. What do you guys want to do? What do you guys? Oh, Janet Lee, I'm making pizza. Ooh, save me a slice. You are always making pizza. It always sounds so amazing. Oh, I know. That deck is so much fun. And Ange was thinking that that deck would be really cool with this one, the Morgan's Tarot, because this is a really quirky deck too. And I only pull this out when we need the truth, right? Sometimes we need to know this. See that? So, so yeah, those two decks would be fun together. Guidance on creative endeavors. Oh, yes, I would be happy to, Ange. I would be happy to, Ange. All right. So let me find a deck. Let me find. I'm gonna. You know what? I'm gonna stick with this one because I've been using this one all night and I really love it. I think wait, what? I need to get this deck again. I sold it, but I think I know how I'd use it now. I know. You know, I part with decks sometimes. I put them in the closet and then Sometimes I go back in and I get them back out and then I just start playing with them. Or I give them away. I um I had the light seers and I gave it away. And then recently I gave someone my Tarot of the Moon Garden, and um and they loved it. I didn't think they were gonna bond with it, but they loved it. So I was like, oh, okay, keep it then. I know it's hard. It's hard. Ibrahim, is that right? Hopefully I got that right. I'm sorry if I mispronounced it. You are a good person. You become better than yesterday. We trust on you. Stay focused. Well, thank you for that lovely message. Oh, that's okay. Thank you for popping in. And we will see you next time. All right, Ange, I swear, I'm pulling cards. I'm pulling cards. Guidance. Guidance for your creative endeavors. Ooh. Okay, my dear. We have gotten the King of Swords. So I am feeling like what this card is saying, that it is time to put those plans in place. Uh, it's time to take action. This is the card of action. Name of the deck. This is Tarot of the Guiding Muse. And this was a B-Day gift. And I am loving it. And this particular deck follows one person throughout the entire story. So it's pretty cool. So here we see her in King of Swords energy. This card always makes me smile because it reminds me of, I'm going to go back here, like the cloudy Taproot Tarot. Hi, thank you for being here. But I don't know if anyone's ever seen that cartoon, the Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, when they go up against the lab guy. And it kind of looks like this in the background, like all the things. It reminds me of like the old school, like computers and all the lights, and they were like stacks and stacks of computers, the old back in the day. That's what it kind of reminds me of. And I feel like you have been computing, planning, masterminding a lot of different things. And this card is saying it's time, right? You have plenty of ideas. You have plenty of ideas, and it's time to make a choice. And I really feel like this is saying choose you. Choose you, my friend. You have a lot of ideas, a lot of great, wonderful, beautiful ideas, things that you have, uh, you know, charted on post-it notes, and set aside. It's time to kind of pull those things out, start to strategize how you're gonna do all this and put it into place, right? Because we want to see your light shine. Boom! That's for you, Ange. I love you. Yes, this one is interesting. Yes, so many post-it notes. Yes. And sometimes I go back and I watch your older videos and I'm like, oh, she was gonna do that. Oh, she was gonna do that. That would have been cool. Oh, she was gonna do that. So I want to see you doing the things, you know? and I want that light to shine so brightly. I want it to be a beacon for others. You see how big this light bulb is? That's you. You have this beautiful aura to share. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. That is my quickie message for you. And I'm happy to pull a card for anybody, even if you're just like curious about the deck and you're curious to see what card will come out for you. I find this deck is excellent, an excellent reader, and great for storytelling too. So I've been enjoying it. I broke it in when I was on Rain's channel. And we didn't get to do a lot of readings, but we used it for food tarot questions. And it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. So, yes, let me know, anybody in the chat, if you would like a card. I am happy to pull. And if not, I'm happy to show you the deck real quick. It's just so beautiful. You see that? It's like Japanese style art. And actually, the guy that created this deck is just madly in love with his wife and was deeply inspired. And every card features her. There's a couple of cards where he's in it and their child, but most of the cards are about her. uh and I love that. And like life, there's good times, there's bad times. Like I love this lovers card, but then there's a card in here where she finds him like behind closed doors with someone else, and it's just like no. So yeah, it's a great deck. I've been enjoying it. Tarot of the Guy. I don't even know how I found out about this deck, but I saw it instantly. Look at that. Like, look at that Queen of Swords. That's everything right there. Yeah, it's a great death. Death doula training. Oh, yeah. Aries, Jupiter, Venus, Cancer, birth jumped out. That is pretty cool. Tell us. Tell us more. What does it mean? Althea, I'm happy to see you. I really enjoyed your guest the other day. Good time to start your enterprise. Ooh, that's promising. Oh, the black and white deck. That is called the Morgan's Tarot. But I like to say this every single time. It is not a tarot, but it is called the Morgan's Tarot. This has more cards than a tarot. Like you can see, it's a full-on deck. And it's just full of shenanigans. Like this card is the ultimate. When I saw this card, I was like, what the hell? It says, keep up the good work, but the pyramid is undone. They just left it. I love that card. And like this one, be careful going around curves. They're just quirky. And then some cards, you're like, what the does that even mean? The Virgin Sun Queen. This one, what are you feeling now? But I find that this deck is so direct and clear. It's like a whip, like whoosh. When you need the truth and you need to nip things in the bud, this is when I pull this deck out. And I like to use it, believe it or not. Some people like to have like an inspirational card at the end of the reading. Look at that one. Do wacky do. Some people like to have an inspirational card at the end of the reading, but sometimes I like a little bit of clarity. So I use this card a lot at the end of readings. Yeah, this deck is super interesting. This is a deck I gifted to myself, like, I don't know, maybe 3 Christmases or 4 Christmases ago. And then I had it for the longest time. I didn't use it, but I knew I liked it, so I just kept it. And lately, I have been pulling it out more and more often. So I'm enjoying it. You know, it has its own vibe, it does its own thing. You could do full on readings. I could do a Celtic cross. In fact, maybe I'll do that one of these days. Do a Celtic cross with the Morgans. I'll need a glass of wine for that one because this deck is something else. But yeah, this deck has been around for a long time. This is US Games. I got it on Amazon. Copyright 1970, 83, 2009. That's how long this deck has been around. Yeah. Yes, the real life is a cool deck too. Yeah, I really like that deck. That brings out Bill's fun side. So I really like to see him playing with it. It's a lot of fun. My beautiful friends, Janet Lee. Janet Lee, what kind of pizza? What toppings did you put on your pizza? I would like to know. Toppings did you put on your pizza? Well, friends, I'll remind everybody this Saturday is the full moon, and we will be going live at 8:22 Eastern Standard Time because that is the exact time of the full moon, the full moon. So, um, we would love it if you would join us in prayer and ritual and intention in all its glory. We're happy to share space with all of you, so hope to see you there. I just published it last night, so the thumbnail should be out there. Let's see. Ooh, pepperoni and mozzarella, so good. I have that one on the way. Which one? Ooh, the real life tarot, Althea? Ooh, that's spicy. Okay, inner knowing. Sorry, inner knowing. Uh, I saw Liz and I didn't recognize or realize that you were talking to me. So I'm sorry. I go by Elizabeth. I'm looking for your question. Hold on. Mm, I'm looking. JJ, sorry, where's the question? Did I miss it? I don't see it. No, I'm sorry because I can't find the question. I can't find the question. Hold on, where is it? I don't see. Put it again. You don't see the question either? Okay. Put it again. Mm, Maria Chilaquiles. Ooh, that sounds delicious. I don't know if I said it. I don't know if I said it okay. Chila Chilaquiles. Quiles, is that right? Chilaquiles. It sounds delicious. That's okay. That full moon event is very special, and it's okay to attend and just sit with yourself and the messages that are being shared. You don't have to feel obligated to go into the chat. Uh, if you wanted to like focus on your intentions and your releases, that's totally fine. I'm very happy that you were there, and thank you for letting me know. Okay, I'm sorry. I went all the way almost to the top, but I don't see the question. I'm sorry. Okay. Hibiscus tea. Is that what you're drinking? That sounds yummy. Is it like, does it have a weird like aftertaste? Because sometimes like lavender, for example, that seems to be like pretty popular these days. And then, but when you have it, it leaves like this soapy aftertaste. So I'm just wondering if it's just jasmine or, yes, I remember that. I like to observe what happens when I put your name um into the fire. Yeah, it is very powerful. Uh So, when you're doing that kind of work, and I don't know that I've ever said this before, but it's really important. Any type of energy work, it's important that you are hydrating and giving yourself rest, proper rest, so that you can integrate all of that healing energy uh, that you have, taken a part of. Nature's fruit punch. Oh, did you get the mushroom thing? The mushroom coffee? I'm curious about that. I want to try that. Yes, integrate, release, and transmute. I find myself saying this before bed every single night. Uh, help me call back all of my energy to myself. Help me release the energy that does not belong to me but is clinging to me, and help me transmute any negative energy that is coming my way. And I, say this with purpose and intention every single night before bed. hmm Nap queen. Naps are awesome. I love them. Oh, the ritual. Okay. Do you know what? I feel like I remember seeing this, but I don't know where it went. All right. The ritual, the intentions we write, we release into the fire. Releasing intentions to come true, or releasing to go away and forget about them. Did that? Yes, that makes sense. Okay. So we're doing a few things that night, right? So the first thing, the primary thing during the full moon is to release, right? Let go of the things that are no longer serving us, getting in our way, inhibiting us from growth, whatever that might be. So, those things, we write the name down, and then I'm going to put that into the fire to burn. And then if you have an intention that you want to bring in, then we collect those intentions and I put them into a jar. And then I let that sit in the light of the moon that evening. Oh, Revni, how was your walk? Welcome back. And then sometimes people also share a gratitude, the things that they're grateful for. So we collect those as well, right? Uh, And I feel like gratitude is so important, that work, because it helps really to uplift our energy and get us out of that feeling of lack that sometimes tends to seep in. So we collect on all three: the release, the intention, and then a gratitude, if you would like. hmm Yeah, I am receiving good things. I love that. That's beautiful. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, really? Okay, yeah. Taproot. Going back. How did you know this, Ange? Is this mental telepathy? I met an opossum and it stared for a good minute. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. Oh my god, everything's happened so fast. I'm thankful for you, my friend, my sister. I love when you say that, sister. Eternal light, hello and welcome. All right, Taproot is Aina. Oh, Aina, it's nice to meet you. I love a card pull for my road trip. Yeah, yeah. We'll do it. We will do it. Road trip. Ooh, how long is this road trip? Road trips are cool, in good company, right? But I've done road trips for myself too that I found very healing. Oh, 6 days. That's awesome. All right, Aina. Messages for Aina. What? Ooh, that card like flew right out of the deck. It needed to come out, and you're gonna see why in just a minute. This deck is like a hair longer than my normal tarot decks. So I'm still learning how to manage it just right. Oh, good night, Althea. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a beautiful evening. Rest well. Okay. All right, I know. This card flew out of the deck for you. This is the Four of Swords. It's the card of rest, right? And I love this card so very much, especially when we think about a road trip, right? Because a lot of times we push ourselves, like, oh, we try to like drive longer so we can make it to our destination faster. So this is just a reminder to make sure that you're getting proper rest along the way, not just when you are driving. I don't know if you're going to be sharing driving responsibilities with someone else, but I know even that can be hard. So make sure that you're, taking good care of each other if you are traveling with someone else and getting proper rest and not overdoing it on the trip, but also like enjoy your time away, right? Make sure that you get your rest. Of course you want to do all the things that you want to do, but make sure that you're getting your rest as well. uh as with all trips, there's always a lot, right? I've got the Two of Coins here, and we always have so many plans, ideas, ambitions, lists of things we want to accomplish and get done. So just keep everything in stride. Maybe like even prioritize the things that you want to do, and allow yourself a little bit of grace, because sometimes things are going to come up that were not on the agenda. or you're going to see something really cool that you want to like pull over and stop at, and you don't want to be confined by a schedule. You really want to have or not responsibility, flexibility. You really want to have flexibility in order to be able to do all of the things, and really just enjoy yourself, but also have a little bit of, that spur of the moment. You're still gonna see a lot, you're still gonna do a lot. You know how they say it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. So make sure that you're enjoying that journey. And the final card that I'm pulling for you, please don't be shocked, but it's the Three of Swords. And again, I feel like a lot of times when we're going on trips, we have all these like um, not just ideas and plans, but also like expectations, right? Of all the things, places we want to see, restaurants we want to eat at, activities we want to get to, people we wish we could like hang out with. And remember, like sometimes it doesn't all go down the way that you thought or hoped. And it's okay. And with this card, I was like, whoa, Three of Swords. I don't want to close the reading that way. So I pulled the charm for you, and I pulled out here. It's the peace symbol. Can you see that? It's the peace symbol. So it's just a reminder, invite peace in when things are getting like this, overwhelming, and your mind is running away with you because of all the things that, happen when we travel. Like it's just a fact of life, right? Like there's always something that's bound to go, awry when we go away. So when that happens, take a moment, take a deep breath. John, were your ears wiggling, ringing? Because I was talking about you earlier. A red-haired Viking girl dropped the dime. You are out of control. Thank you for being here. Yes. So, Ina, invite a little bit of peace, right? Take a deep breath. Everything is gonna be fine. Sometimes, what is it? The famous words of the GPS. Recalculate. Sometimes we have to recalculate, and that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. Okay. I wish you all the best on your trip, and I can't wait to hear all about it when you get back. That's so awesome. John, you were missed. Earlier, somebody said something, and I was like, oh, if John is anywhere out there in the universe, I hope he knows that I miss him. You are welcome, Ina. Thank you for being here and hanging out with us. I appreciate you. I love your energy. I can feel it, and it feels good to me. So thank you. That was a lot of fun. Reading for friends is fun. Oh my God, yes. Bill forgot to put the bra on the star card. So then he tried to like awkwardly cover it with his finger. Mm-mm-mm. I have, and Bill had to drop, but I was feeling good and I didn't want to get off, and all our friends were here. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to stay for a while. Why? Did you want a card? Karen. Karen, what about you? You want a card? All right. The Morgan Tarot had a lot of fun. It's going in her general advice. Okay. General advice. All right, Ravneet. Ravneet, my beautiful software engineer, who likely had a stressful day at work and then went to find her peace on her walk and was confronted by a possum. That reminds me. Last night, I was like, I think I hear a cat. And I start looking all over, but it wasn't my cats. It wasn't my cat. and I knew it. It wasn't my cat. I started looking out the back door, the front door. I couldn't see anything. I told the kids, I think I heard a cat. My son is like, well, I heard it too. So then I went outside. I heard some rummaging in the bushes, but I wasn't sure. I couldn't see anything. So then I came back. So then we all start stalking the window. And sure enough, there was a kitten in the bushes. So I went outside and I put a bowl of food and water. Yes, just call me the enabler. I went outside and I put a bowl of food and water for the kitty. And we kept watching to see if they would eat. Nothing happened. And then this morning when we woke up, everything was gone. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna go back out and put food. So that's what I'm gonna do after the live. She was in the bushes in front of my house. And Lord knows I can't take on another one. I have two. I have two kitties here and they're gonna be the death of me. They fight a lot. One is very needy, talkative. You hear her in almost all of my videos. She's always got something to say. The other one is like attention starved. Anthony Tony DeMello. I'm not sure. That name sounds familiar. Yeah, it was and it was a baby. It was a baby and I kept wondering like where's the mama? Where's the rest of the litter? Why is the baby by itself already? Like it made me sad. Mhm. Like your girls. They're like cats and dogs. You know what, Karen? I now have two adult children in the house. My daughter just turned 18. My son is about to turn 20. And they're still like that energy, that cat and dog energy. And every time we take like a step forward, we take 3 steps back. It's a process. All right. Ravni, you have my full attention. I'm going to pull a card for you. General advice for the lovely Ravni. My God. Oh, wow, Ange. That's incredible. 108 cards. That's quite chunky. Ravni, I have a beautiful message for you, my friend. All right. And I feel like this is energy, like maybe for the collective, because this is actually the third time tonight that this card comes out. So we have the Two of Coins. Two of Coins. And for you, Ravni, I feel like you are trying to do so much. I really feel like this is a reading. Um, you can take it however. I get the sense that this is about your work. This is about your work. And hi, Joyty. Hi. Thank you for being here. So yeah, I get the sense that this is about your work with you trying to do all the things, trying to keep everything going, trying to do right, trying to do good, trying to get recognized for your work and for your achievements. And you're doing a damn good job, I have to say. So that is the first card. The other card that I'm getting is the Five of Coins, right? So that's two coins, five of coins. And you can see here this waitress, they were probably slammed, and it looks like a big party just left. And now she's got to clear up the mess and the disaster that they left behind, while the people in the back, her co-workers, are just sitting there enjoying and relaxing and having work that you're doing. Is what I see here. The final card that I'm pulling for you is the Wheel of Fortune. Things are going to change, and you are going to have your moment to shine brightly, just like the figure here. You're going to have your moment in the spotlight. Yes, yes, it is you. It is you. So tell me if you were able to hear. Did I pause or freeze? Tell me if you were able to hear. So the first card that I pulled was this card here of balance, of you trying to do all the things, working really, really hard, exerting a lot of energy, but not really receiving the proper recognition. And I almost kind of see this like, you know, dancing circles around other people. Have you heard that expression before? Like, oh, I could dance circles around them. On the second card is the Five of Coins, right? And the waitress is cleaning up the disaster that was left by, looks like there was a big party that was there. They just left, and she's left to pick up the mess. And her coworkers are sitting down in the bench in the back there, and they're just watching her. They're just watching her do all of the work. And the poor thing, she's just sucking it up, and I'll just, get it done or whatever. She's not going to ask for help, but she should. She should hold them accountable, but she's not. She's continuing. So, what I'm seeing here is that it's time. It's time for a change, right? It's time for you to put yourself front and center. Front and center. You deserve attention. You deserve accolades. And you know what? Sometimes other people are not going to give that to you. Sometimes you have to give it to yourself. I have found myself doing that many, many times. You know what? I'm not getting recognized. I'm going to recognize myself. Oh, what contribution do you have? Well, I would like to thank myself for all the hard work that I've done. I do. I do that because sometimes I get that feeling like people don't see or recognize what you bring to the table, the work that you're doing, the energy that you bring. And we have to be our own cheerleader at times, right? And that requires a change in direction. So I feel like this Wheel of Fortune is asking you to put yourself first. Put yourself first. Put yourself in the center. Take center stage. That is what I have for you, my friend. And I hope that you are able to sit with that and see if you can find a way to give yourself the things that you are not getting in. It could be your workplace, it could be anything, right? Wherever it is that you feel like you're lacking or you're not getting, maybe there's a way that you could do this for yourself. So I wish you all the best with that, friend. I do shuffle them good. Yes, focus on your recognitions. And there's no shame in that. There's no shame in that. I do this. I'm not kidding you. I do this. It's important. And it's important for others to see the way that you regard yourself and the way that you hold yourself and carry yourself. But also, there's this like incredible sense of power, of taking your power back when you step into your power and claim what you have done. I feel like it's very healing and rewarding. Reward yourself with cheesecake. Oh, I rewarded myself with cheesecake last night. Okay. No recognition. Yep. Sucking up to the higher ups. There's got to be a better way. Oh, there's got to be a better way. Okay. What do we have here? Karen wants a reading about her upcoming vacation, and Joycey wants a reading about her boyfriend, Ahmed. Ahmed. Okay. All right. Karen. Okay. What kind of vacation, Karen? Are you going on a plane? Planes, trains, or automobile? Cheesecake is so good. Joycey, thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing space and thank you for letting me read for you tonight. I will do that as soon as I take care of Karen, Care Bear Bard of Cards. Lovely Karen. What kind of trip is this? How long are you going to be away? Is it a family trip or is it just you and the hubby? Tell me. Tell me everything. Okay, local family vacation at a rental cabin. Okay, all right. Ooh. Family vacations are fun, but here's what I'm gonna say. Like sometimes when you travel with kids, of course, kids are amazing, spectacular. They revolutionize your life, right? But it's very easy for mom to feel like it's more like work and less like vacation. So let's see what the cards have for you. Oh, Karen. Okay. I wanted to pull three cards from you and four came out. So that's okay. I'm going to go through the cards one by one from the adult children. Lord, I know what you mean, girl. Okay. So we have here the Six of Swords, right? Some people call this like the card of embarking, right? Embarking onto new journeys. But I love the solemn look on her face. You could see the raging storm in the background, and she is taking steps forward in the rain through the storm, and she's gonna get to where she needs to go. And I see this is kind of speaking to her resolution to see the things through. So I do see a little bit of that for you. Perhaps this trip can help get you away from this energy back here and into a new energy where perhaps you can look at things differently. Now, the other card that I pulled for you is actually very beautiful. It's the Nine of Cups. So maybe what this is saying, Karen, is make sure that you take some time on this trip to have some you time. You know, have a little bit of time for self-pampering, a little bit of a break. You deserve to have, even if it's just an hour, right? To get away and do something on your own and recharge your batteries. I always say this. In order for me to be a good mom, I need time to recharge my batteries. Otherwise, I'm worthless to my kids. So make sure that you allow yourself time and space to take care of yourself, nurture yourself, pamper yourself. And if you could do it in nature, even better. And I went to pull the last card. I got two cards at the same time. So the first one is the Five of Wands. And I really see a little bit of playful energy in this card here, where she's trying to do one thing, but then you see all the different characters that are involved here, right? So she's trying to go fishing. She has caught a fish, but the cat is leaping forward trying to get the fish, and behind her is the bear also trying to get the fish. And then above her is an eagle that looks like it's also coming in to try to get the fish. She's on a limb and quite possibly could lose her balance at any moment and take a plunge into the water. So this kind of speaks to that energy of you trying to do that one thing for yourself and competing interests getting in the way of you being able to do what you're trying to do for you, right? Whether it be, you know, spousal responsibilities, responsibilities as a mom, as a family member. Sometimes you're trying to do that one thing for yourself, but you're not afforded the space to do that. Other things are vying for or competing for your time, your attention, your energy. And the one thing that you set out to do for yourself turns into a bit of a shit show, right? Sometimes that happens. So, um, the second card that came out with this is the Seven of Cups. I feel like it's this adventure with that feeling of I wished that I could have X, Y, Z. Whatever those things are, Karen, write those down and write those down. I don't know if you journal, but I know you like to write poetry. Uh, you like to create. So make record of that and see if there's not a way to compromise a little bit in order to get something a little bit, like anything, just a little space for you, because that's really important. It shouldn't feel like this. It shouldn't feel like walking away from chaos into chaos, right? So maybe there's a way for you to articulate, hey, if you, do this for me, I could reciprocate. I could do that for you so that you could also have some you time. But let's look out for each other. Let's have some us time. Let's have me time, you have you time, and then we can have family time. All of those are super, super important in order to foster healthy relationships. So that is the message that has come through for you, my dear. And I hope that you're able to carve out a little bit of time and space to do something, really special for yourself. Even if you end up having to barter for it, that's okay. Hope that helps you. Oh, awesome. You are welcome, my friend. Billy left to do chores. Yeah, he had to he was getting ready because he has family coming into town. So I asked if we could bump it because we usually do 5 p.m. So I asked if we could bump from 5 to a little bit later. And he was like, actually, that works perfect for me. So that was great. It worked out. It worked out. See, sometimes that's a perfect example. I was so afraid to say, hey, Bill, I know I asked you to reschedule last week, but could you reschedule this week too? I was afraid. But then when I did it, it turned out that that was exactly what he needed as well. So sometimes, we just have to, put on our big girl panties and, do it. Do it because we deserve it and we're worth it. We're worth it. Okay. There was somebody else. Oh, Joy T. Joy T. Joy T loves cheesecake. Joy T, are you still here with us? Yes. Okay. All right. I'm looking for your question. Your boyfriend's thoughts of you. Well, there's no way for us to know that really, right? Because I'm not I don't have a crystal ball. I mean, I do. I actually have one right here in front of me. But I am not a fortune teller, right? So I can't really see those things. But what I can do is engagement ring. I'm wearing my circle ring and I'm wearing my diamonds. My diamonds. Yes, because diamonds are the birthstone for April, and I put them on to celebrate this month. And then I put them back away. So yes, Joy T. So I am not able to tell you what he's thinking of you, but I can do like a general love reading. I could do a general love reading for you and see what comes up. How does that sound? Would that be okay? Oh my gosh. Hot off the press. Okay, great. So I will do that for you. And actually then I'm gonna switch decks because I'm gonna use a different deck. And I feel like this is the perfect question for this beautiful deck. All right. All right. All right, so this is a general love reading for Joycey. Joycey, it's nice to meet you. Thank you for being here today, and thank you for letting me read for you. And I hope that you have enjoyed sharing space here as well. And you can reciprocate by liking and subscribing. I would be forever grateful. This is the best way to show a small channel your appreciation. All right. This deck shuffles so good. I want to pull out the book on this deck. So I am using my Tarot of Aphrodite. And in this deck, there is an affirmation for each card. So I want to be able to read that for you as well. Okay. The first card that I'm pulling for you is the Princess of Wands. So, wands, this is fire energy, right? This is our creativity. These are our passions, the things that we feel strongly about. And um, this is about really stepping into your personal power that you have. We all have actually, but your own personal power as a woman, right? Uh, Maybe what this is saying is, we don't have to think about so much what they think of us. What do you think of them? Right? This card is, bold. This is courageous energy here. You see how she stands in full command of attention, right? She's not caring what other people think about her. She's more concerned with what she thinks about other people. So maybe here we need to like flip the script there, right? Uh Focus more on what you want, what you're looking for, what your needs are, and whether or not that person can meet your needs. Okay? The second card that I have pulled for you is the Queen of Coins. And this card is just, the ultimate, right? This energy is very loving, nurturing, kind. She's a caretaker. You know, if someone if I was invited to a dinner party, I would want it to be this energy, right? The perfect hostess. This person enjoys being in nature, very deeply rooted and grounded, and in tune with what they want out of life and what they're working towards, right? They're not going to waste time fooling around on things that will not reap rewards for them. They are going to invest their energy in the things that are going to bring them closer to their goals and objectives. And I would love very much for you to embody this energy. The final card that I'm pulling for you is the Two of Cups. And this is a very positive card. I mean, all of these cards are wonderful cards. They're really encouraging you to step into your power, step into your strength, into your confidence as a woman, and put yourself first. Think about what you want, what you need, and how you want things to go. And I feel like if you do that, you will be able to have that moment that you're looking for, that connection that you're seeking. Maybe with him, maybe not with him, I don't know. But I do know that what you're looking for is out there for you, but it requires a shift in the way that you are doing things and the way that you're approaching them. So that is the message that I have for you today, my friend. I hope that you find that helpful. You may not um, Maybe that's a difficult message to swallow up front in the beginning, but sit with that energy, think about it, sleep on it, maybe journal about it, and open up your heart and you know, be be honest with yourself, right? But more importantly, like I feel like this card here is saying, put yourself first. Put yourself first and don't lose track of the things that you're working towards. Make sure that you don't forget what it is that you are trying to achieve for yourself. I love that it's ending with this beautiful Two of Cups. I'll put it closer so you can see. This is like the ultimate connection. And it's just really lovely when you have a bond and a connection with another human being that puts you in a position where you don't need to be worrying about what they're thinking. Their actions towards you let you know what they're thinking and how they're feeling. You will not have doubts. You will know beyond a shadow of a doubt because of the way that they treat you. So yeah, that's what I have for you, my friend. Hopefully that is helpful in some way after you've had some time to think and reflect. Oh, good. Good. I am happy to hear that because it can be tough. It can be tough, and it's very easy for us to lose ourselves in the process because we're trying so hard to be what the other person wants. No, we don't need to do that. We don't need to do that. We can be ourselves. We can be ourselves, and they can choose to see us and love us and appreciate us where we are, what we bring to the table, our contributions, our strengths, and our weaknesses, right? When someone feels a certain kind of way for you, they're going to love all of you, the whole of you. Uh, so, so yeah, hopefully that helps. Thank you, friends. Thank you, thank you. You could hear that I'm starting to lose my voice again a little bit. Ah, I always go a little extra, but that's okay. I had a lot of fun hanging out with you guys. It depends on our mind how we want to lead this life. That is so, so true, right? Our thoughts, they can set us free. They can create a whole new world future for us, or they can trap us. Yes. Bill, I thought you were cooking. I'm losing my voice again. Yes. Yes. So I'm going to wrap up here real quick. But I just want to say thank you to all of my friends for hanging out with me, sharing space. Um, it's always fun to do this, and I haven't been able to because, to be honest, I did. Uh, I don't know. How does a hermit get sick? I don't understand how that happens, but I did. I got sick, and it was a rough week for me, and I'm starting to feel much better now. But um, but yeah, I will need to make some tea after this so I can soothe my vocal cords. A dog is staring at me. Yes, friends, for sure. Please join us on Saturday, 8:22 p.m. Eastern Time. We are having our full moon event rituals for releasing and setting intentions, and it's just a healthy space if you're looking to change things up a little bit. Mm. I know. Oh, thank you. Second live. Oh, thank you. I'm so happy. I'm glad. I'm glad that you're here. And uh, I I was overdoing it for quite some time. In March, I was completely out of control. But pulling it back, and now I'm saying, you know what? One live per week, right? One live per week, or else. So yes. Thank you for joining. I always say, I feel like I say the same things over and over again. This wouldn't be what it is without all of our friends in the chat that come and hang out and bring that positive energy to the space. So I'm forever, forever thankful and grateful for all of you. Thank you for everything, and I hope that you all have a wonderful evening. All right. Good night, everybody. Night, night.